Okay, so we continue. I think I'm gonna do 2 buildings here so I can show you some. No. Oh, I'll finish out this area. So once again, go over a little bit. Oh, also, I didn't show you last time, but where these two, in between these two buildings, you erase the little line because it's like a side street. Put your ruler down, line up. I'm gonna make this one that tall. So, maybe not. No. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it a little shorter. And that's a conscious choice I'm doing on purpose. So I'm gonna come here, line up with V. I'm gonna make this one super long. And then I can't reach there, so I'm gonna come in with this, line up V1. Draw it to there. Since I'm here already, I can go ahead and do this if I want. You can wait to do it till you're in order if you want. That's up to you. Then I'm gonna come here, draw this line. Then I'm gonna come in, line this up with V1. I'm going to draw my line out like that. But then I'm gonna come in with this one. Now, I don't want to do this because the building would be the exact same height. And we don't want those lining up. So I'm gonna move it up a little. Actually down just a bit. There we go. And erase what I don't need. There we go. Another building. And I would do this all the way to the edge of the paper. If I want to put a building in here, still in this triangle space, I would come here. Oh, and erase right there. I would come here. I don't want to start my next building here, here, or here because it's on one of the corners. I'm going to kind of start it in between those two. I'm going to stop it there because remember, the closer you get to the horizon line, the less you'll see, and it makes it a little bit more difficult. Generally, I would turn my paper to work for me. Just with the space I have right now, this works the best. And then I'm going to switch over to this one. I'm going to make that a little longer. I'm going to redo that a little bit because it looks a little crooked to me. There we go. Lining up. It's going to go to there. I'm actually going to shorten this up a little bit. Draw it here. Once again, not ending that on that corner. I'm going to come in and erase the things I don't need. Erase as you go. And then I'm going to come in, line this up with V2. Line this up with V1, which it does not reach. Line this up with V1. And then erase what you don't need. Now, I probably wouldn't do any more buildings that close to the, like, I wouldn't do any buildings closer than that to the line because it gets really wonky. If anything, you would go over the line after that. So I would continue filling in. If I want to come in and fill here, you might need to redraw your line a little bit, and that's okay. It gives you like a starting point if you're trying to do certain things. That's fine. That's why we're drawing light. I'm going to come in here, draw a taller building, lead back to V1. This is going to be about that big. Then I need my other line, my other straight edge. Usually I wouldn't do this. I would turn my paper because I can't really see what I'm doing. So there's that. I'm going to make it that wide. Then I'm going to line up this with the bottom of the paper. There we go. Line this up with bottom of the paper and stop there. Erase the horizon line because we won't see that through a building. And that's it for that building. And then you just keep filling in. Like if I decide to come in here, I leave a little space. Line up, draw it. Lead it back to V1. Let's see, can I reach? Yay, nope. Lead it back to V2. So I always put my hand on it, and then I line up with V2 because the cardboard can make it a little weird. I'm going to draw it out. I think I like that length. I'm going to line it up and draw it. Erase the horizon. Excuse me, sorry. All right, and then if I wanted to later, after I finish filling in my front of that, I could come in here, draw another building. I'm going to stop that one there so I don't have to worry about erasing anything later. Now, you can stack things. That's actually a very simple process. Let me draw a building here and I'll show you. So just like everything else, we start in this corner, line up, draw, go ahead, we'll start here. And I'll make this building a little bit larger to make it work with what I'm doing. Okay, line up with V2, line up with V2, and then line up with V1. And draw this down. Now, if you have a side of a building like this, you're going to have to draw this line or put another building there. Sorry, you probably couldn't see what I was doing. You would come in, erase the things you don't need. It might be stuff that you just literally got done drawing not that long ago, like parts of that building, and that's okay. So why we draw lightly, erase the part of the line that you didn't need from that. There. Okay, so how I would put like another cube on top of this is I'd literally just set it up the same way. I'd come in on top though. Say I want it to be that big. Draw at the bottom. We draw at the bottom so we have things to work from. So now what you do is you have to raise the sides. So where these two lines meet, do that, do that, do that. I don't do that one because you're actually not going to see it. So then I come in, erase those little things, go inside of this and erase. We do not see through because this is part of the building. Okay, if you accidentally erase, use your ruler. Okay, so then we're going to take this, lead it to V2. Take this, lead it to V1. And then I could end up turning that into anything I wanted. Later on, I could come back through. I could round it out if I wanted, as long as I am still following those basic guidelines. Okay? So that's how you do that. All right.